Long before Tyrannosaurus ruled the Earth, before the giant predators of the late Cretaceous, there was Dilophosaurus, living nearly 193 million years ago in the early Jurassic. This predator stalked a world still recovering from mass extinction. It was one of the first truly large, meat-eating dinosaurs of its time. Fast, lightly built, and unlike anything that came before it. And yet today, most people know Dilophosaurus for something it probably never did. No neck frill, no venom spit. Just a real predator. Far more fascinating than fiction. Dilophosaurus was around 20 feet long, stood taller than a human, and may have weighed over 400 kilograms. That made it a serious predator in its environment. Its name means two-crested lizard, named after the pair of thin, bony crests running along the top of its skull. These crests were likely too fragile for combat, so scientists think they may have been used for display, perhaps to attract mates, intimidate rivals, or signal strength. It had long, powerful legs, a balanced body, and sharp claws, built for movement, speed, and sudden attack. This was no tiny scavenger. Dilophosaurus was a hunter. Its world looked very different from the one we imagine when we think of dinosaurs. Early Jurassic North America was warmer, wetter, and filled with river systems, floodplains, and conifer forests. Dilophosaurus moved through this ancient landscape, hunting smaller reptiles, early dinosaurs, and anything it could overpower. Its jaws were lined with sharp, curved teeth made for gripping flesh. Some studies suggest its skull was a bit more lightly built than later giant predators, which may mean it relied on speed and precision rather than brute force alone. Instead of crushing bone like a T-Rex, Dilophosaurus may have slashed, bitten repeatedly, and worn prey down. It was fast, agile, and dangerous. Then Hollywood changed everything. In pop culture, Dilophosaurus became famous as a small dinosaur with a dramatic neck frill that spits venom into its victim's face. It's one of the most memorable dinosaur scenes ever made, but there's a problem. There is no fossil evidence that Dilophosaurus had a frill, and there is no evidence that it could spit venom. Those features were invented for dramatic effect. The real animal was much larger, more imposing, and arguably more impressive. It didn't need fictional tricks. Nature had already made it extraordinary. What makes Dilophosaurus so important isn't just how it looked, it's where it stood in dinosaur evolution. This predator lived at a time when dinosaurs were still rising to dominance. It represents an early stage in the evolution of large theropods, showing how these hunters were beginning to take control of terrestrial ecosystems. Its fossils have helped paleontologists understand how predatory dinosaurs adapted after one of Earth's greatest extinction events. Dilophosaurus wasn't the biggest carnivore in history, but it was one of the early models that helped shape what dinosaur predators would eventually become. In a way, it was a preview of the future. So, the next time you hear the name Dilophosaurus, forget the movie monster for a moment. Picture a real Jurassic predator. Tall, lean, fast-moving, crowned with twin crests, stalking through ancient forests nearly 200 million years ago. It wasn't a gimmick, it wasn't a joke, and it certainly wasn't harmless. Dilophosaurus was one of the earliest great predators of the dinosaur age. A hunter from a lost world, and a reminder that the truth about dinosaurs is often even more incredible than the myth.